Hey metalheads, welcome in. It is another edition of Deep Dive. That's right. We have a second installment for you. This is something brand new that we have brought to the table. Let me introduce myself. My name is Steve Buzzard. I am the host of this program. It's been First Look under the umbrella of Heavy Metal Thunder. We have made over close to 200 videos where the premise of First Look is that we look at a video. When I say we, my producer Michael Kenobi usually gives me the videos. I look at the video. I got to get out of the we and maybe more of the I don't know, but I'm a team here with my man Michael. But what we do, or I do, is we look at those videos and I don't know anything about the band, don't know anything about the song, so it's true new metal, and then we look at it, I look at it, and we give it a rating. I give it a rating. Man, I got to stop doing that. Man, what is going on with me? Okay, so now we have moved into this thing called Deep Dive, and Deep Dive was an idea that was kind of formed when I decided, I'm like, you know what? We have taken a lot of bands like Spirit Box and Electric Callboy come to mind. Those are the two that we've done multiple, right? Knocked Loose, some of my favorite bands that are going right now. We've done multiple. I thought, you know what? Yes, we still want to do that. Wouldn't it be nice to do a deep dive on some of these bands that we are showing? So if you caught the last one, we did our first ever debut deep dive on a great band that I absolutely love that's in my Spotify playlist, Drain, and their newest album called Living Proof, okay? The band I absolutely love. At a close second is the one I'm going to share with you now, and this is cool because in the last batch of videos, one of the videos given to me was by this band. The song was called Echo of Nothing, and the band was called Incendiary. At the time, I don't think I did a good job of pronouncing the name of the band, but it is Incendiary, which, by the way, there is a definition for this, where I had it here somewhere. Tending to excite or to inflame. I love that. This is a 4-piece band, and they are from New York. That's right. They are from New York, Long Island to be exact, and they are made up of 4 gentlemen, as I told you about, led by vocalist Brendan Garone. I think that's how you say his last name. Then you got Rob Noble, Brian Audley, and Dan Lamelli. Okay, so these 4 have actually been together in 2008 when they formed their hardcore punk and metalcore. So you're starting to get the feel of what I really like, because Incendiary definitely releases and unleashes. So they just came out with their 4th album. Yes, it was back in May, but my first look at it, we looked at Echo of Nothing, which I mentioned. The name of the album is called Change the Way You Think About Pain. Okay, it's their 4th album. They kicked off their career with their first full album in 2013 called Cost of Living. 2016 came back with Crusade. And then 2017, they had a banger with 1,000 Mile Stare, which is very good. And now they are back in 2023. So that's about a 6-year absence, making their first release since then. And again, it's called Change the Way You Think About Pain. They open up with a song called Bite the Hook. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen, I'm just telling you titles right now, but I'm going to tell you why I love this band in just a moment. I mean, it's pretty insane how good they are. Jesus Bones, which is really good. You got to check out the YouTube version of this song where the band Incendiary went and invaded a New York City record store and performed live. It was really epic. It's really cool. The song that we showcased here, Echo of Nothing, follows. Then you got Host, Parasite, Lie of Liberty, CTE, which, by the way, I still haven't found out what that means, Collision, Rats in the Cellar, Santasha, and Change the Way You Think About Pain, which is the title of the album. It is also the final song on this 10-song track. Like Drain, with Living Proof, where it's 25 minutes long, Incendiary, this is 29 minutes long. And you know what? I just feel that because these are the first 2 that we are showcasing on Deep Dive, I just feel like I'm attracted to this. Am I really more of a hardcore punk fan? Like, I'm starting to feel that way based on what I have shown you and what I'm doing a deep dive on, because it's good stuff. And when I need to get an outlet, maybe I'm a little, frustrated or angry, go in my car, take a drive, boom, slap this on. Here's why I love this band. It's the front man and it's the sound. Now, it's interesting because when we did Echo of Nothing, and by the way, you can check it back in the archives, it's not too far back, I made the mention that I thought the vocalist, who at the time didn't know his name, Brendan, sounded just like the frontman for Rage Against the Machine, and that would be Zach De La Rocha. Well, check this out. As I'm doing the deep dive, doing my research, a couple articles come up. Guess what they say? Brendan Garone, who sounds just like Zach from Rage Against the Machine. I'm like, okay, I know my metal. I know my metal. What a huge compliment. And Brendan said that. Listen to what they are saying about this album. Just some things I took from a few articles. Armed with crushing metallic riffs. I mean, when you open up with that, it's like, okay, that's good stuff. Instantly both fresh and familiar, Incendiary populate each of their 4 full-length albums with irresistibly energized rhythms and adrenalized urgency. That is true. Change the Way You Think About Pain is their leanest and unapologetically meanest yet. So when we looked at Echo of Nothing, I did not give it a higher rating. I think I gave it in the 9s, but not a high 9, because my only drawback is I didn't get a chance to see the band. So it was fun doing the deep dive of just going on the Google, right? Seeing what the band looks like, get to their YouTube channel, check out their Instagram. I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. They are very big on talking about political issues, social political. And I'm telling you what, there are some strong lyrics that are put in this song. Many of the songs, in fact. So if you go through, you're exactly going to see what this band is all about. So I invite you to take a listen to Incendiary, their newest Change the Way You Think About Pain. Again, yes, I know it was released in May, but here's an old timer, man. I'm just coming across this stuff. So to me, it's like Christmas morning. Bring it on. They are definitely, again, in my Spotify playlist. It is a very, very good thing. I did want to share one quote from Brendan that he talked about in regards to the politics that they address in some of their songs. Another area that is perhaps less obvious is the current political climate. This is Brendan talking. I think we're witnessing the sportsification of politics, where people are choosing teams and blindly rooting for one side to win and one side to fall. So much of this is really just misdirected frustration and anger that gets channeled in these often unhealthy ways, and I could not have said that any better, right? Take metal at its essence. It's all about fun. It's about a good time. It's about releasing, being with your friends, getting it out, feeling good, sweating a little bit. You know what I mean. If you're a metalhead, this is the good stuff. And so I am really in tune with this band. I think they really stand for something as well. They do not tour a lot. And so they were just in LA in July, but I don't think they're swinging back through. And I really hope they do. I'll be keeping my eyes out for Incendiary. I know you'll do the same. And if you're a fan of the band, I can see why. Because guess what? I am now part of that group. So that'll do it for this edition of Deep Dive. Thank you for checking on in. We'll have more first look videos, more deep dives coming your way. Until next time, I'm your host, Steve Buzzard. Rock on.